Hello guys, it's Monday, and Monday we are looking at the stuff. I think this is coming out wrong, but the stuff down under, that is uranium miners in Australia. We're getting a bit killed here this morning, but again, daily stuff. Some of them are down 5 to 10%. But again, we will be looking at the weekly because we look at the stuff here every single week, looking at the miners, what's happening, looking at the overall how healthy the overall miners are down under. And yeah, as always, like, subscribe, comment, do your thing. I'm happily to engage with you lovely people and this lovely community. And with all that stuff out of the way, we need to go into the business here, which is uranium miners down under Australia, our favorite sector of all time at the moment. That might change in the future, but not now. Definitely not now. By the way, I just did a video on hydrogen. Check it out. There might be some stuff for you guys there. Anyways, with that said, 9-2E on a weekly. Still, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this chart. I want to just point out something here, just to show you how strong this move, from late summer into now has been. We came all the way from the lower golden band right there, taking that internal, very well-defined squeeze there quite easily. Also, the 30 weekly quite easily. And again, massive horizontal support also just snapped it, and the upper trend line of that major long-term pattern there. That is very, very strong. We are now, however, really stretched from the 30 weekly moving average. Again, pullback. I think this will retest for sure. That is my take. Again, I could be very wrong, but that would be ideal. Actually, no, the ideal scenario here is retest some sort of bull flag here. If you see a bull flag above here after we have retested it, maybe 2 times, 1 or 2 times, let the 30 weekly come up from behind there. That is a grade A entry with a very easy stop loss to place. But again, overall on a weekly basis, the chart is insanely healthy. But yes, I do think that we have maybe a month and a half. Again, that would be preferred, actually, to have a month and a half just doing nothing here, really. That would be an insane entry. And also a good leap board to go higher. So again, nothing worried here. Very stretched, but that move took out all of the resistance inside that formation. And that's a big statement in my view. Again, I don't own any miners in Australia, so just as an FYI. AEE, still, we haven't broken here. So again, what is there to talk about, really? You want to wait for the breakout above roughly 0.35, maybe a tad higher, 0.367-ish. Also, if you get a touch there below here, at roughly 0.17, we are now at 0.26, so that's definitely a haircut in the short term. But again, based on that formation, that should be a buying opportunity, hopefully. Long term, we have broken the gold trend line, massive move up there. I think the explanation was, as someone mentioned, this was because the chart was halted, or the ticker was halted for a long time, but it was still going on in Europe. So when it opened again here, it gapped up, and then we have this sideways stuff here. Again, overall, I still think the chart looks very healthy. Nothing, don't make it more complicated than it is. Obviously, it has done nothing for a very long period of time, but still, if it resolves to the upside, this is just a coiled spring like no other. So H, good old H, alligator energy. Again, here we have the big uptrend here, the green one connecting there, and in my view, you can see that we're now having a trend change here. We've also closed the gap that we created a few weeks ago. Let's zoom in so you can get a better visual. We have that gap here. That's now closed. So let's see what happens here. Given that the miners, at least the URNM, is up roughly 1.5% here today, I do expect some sort of bounce tomorrow. How big will it be? Obviously, no one has any idea, but I do think we will get a bounce tomorrow based on a bit of a shorter term bullishness, maybe. But again, overall on the weekly stuff, I still fancy this here. I do think that we're going to tag 0.115, which is just a major resistance level. And that is, in my view, the last big hurdle. It's a big hurdle, yes, but definitely getting back up to here. You can see we're now making higher highs and higher lows. So as long as the 30 weekly and the green uptrend is intact for H, nothing is wrong with it from a long-term perspective. You can see here, they are pretty well defined. They're actually straight on top here. So as long as they hold, in my view, you hold. Again, do your own due diligence. That's just my view on that stock. Bannerman has taken out, I said it so many times, a long-term golden trend line, beautiful. Bullish consolidation here, beautiful. Into that golden trend line flag below. Yes, I've said it many times. We are breaking out. Again, if we get a retest, that's a gift from heaven. And also, maybe we even prefer it to go down to roughly 3, maybe a tad below. That would actually be preferred here, just to confirm the breakout. Then that's out of the way, and then we can resume higher. Overall, again, as mentioned here, these are long-term patterns, right? This is roughly 20 years worth of trading. So don't expect this one to just blast higher here straight off the bat. But again, that breakout there, I see nothing wrong with it. Nothing at all, really. Weekly again here, I can, again, broken record here. Even though we are down big today, the chart overall looks insanely strong. We're above the all-time high here. And also, we did break out and we had bullish consolidation into the retest, and we are blasting higher again. You can see here we are a bit stretched again from the 30 weekly. So again, if you see some sort of consolidation, I mean, that's the name of the game, right? Bullish consolidation in towards the 30 weekly, bullish consolidation. So maybe if you get that again, you can play the same way. But Boss Energy, I mean, still nothing wrong. Deep Yellow also has closed the gap, from 3 weeks ago. And again, I do think we will actually close above that white horizontal resistance. You can see it right there, basically, tomorrow, because I think we will have a green day. Not a big one, but I do think we'll have a green day tomorrow in Australia. Let's see. But again, long-term golden trend line broken, breakout retest. I mean, excuse me, breakout retesting resumption here. We just have the triangle high over here that we need to take out. Usually that's a big profit-taking level. Breaking out, retesting that as we speak. So again, very constructive chart. And again, we have some resistance coming in, but overall we are in this blue uptrend. And yeah, still, I see nothing wrong. I really don't. Again, what am I doing? What the hell am I doing? Nothing wrong here. Elevate. I kind of aligned that parallel channel so it ticked the exact top there. It was a bit difficult, but if you can zoom in here, that's also pretty well aligned here. So same thing again here, we have the triangle high roughly there, in my view. After we're broken out here, we're coming up and we are basically coiling up here, going higher. We have a big resistance here at 0.62, 0.63. But same thing as the previous stock here, as long as the green trend holds and the 30 weekly right here, we should, with good probability, break out here. And that's a game changer if we do that. Massive, massive game changer. I think the monthly chart will actually show it to you a bit more. You can see here, if we break out from that long-term yellow channel there, that's just magnificent. But again, look what's happening here in that triangle. That's make or break. Not good, insanely good. So that's quite simple. But again, the trend is up and we have support just beneath here. So let's hope that we go to the upside. GUE, the old Okapi stock, if I pronounce it correctly, yellow downtrend broken into some sideways, a bit more sideways action, blue squeeze coming up there. That is what you should be looking for. That's the blue squeeze. Very simply, the 30 weekly is coming up a tad here, so it might be a bit early, but again, hopefully when we break there, that's what we're looking for. So very bad below here, very good above there. Quite simply, that's the main game. For GUE, PDN, the good old Paladin, golden double trend line broken. Notice the big bull flag below. That's just beautiful. Huge breakout into the triangle high. We are above bullish, bullish, bullish. We might do some retesting right there. That's also where you should be buying. Again, play the stop losses. Obviously, the trend is up on the 30 weekly. Again, I'm in favor of more upside, really. And again, I will let you know when we have broken massive supports and so on. But for now, that's all good. Pen here, again, nothing new. Did we close some gaps here? Last week we closed some gaps. Weird chart, to be honest, very weird. But again, I'm just waiting to see what happens in this coiling here. Let's see. Again, it's not as well defined as the others, but still, that yellow double band there is pretty telling to me. And that's just a copy. This one is just a copy of that one there. So weird chart, but definitely you can look at the squeeze or the coiling here. Hopefully we go to the upside again with the remaining of the uranium sector. SLX has done insanely well when you know, from 2021 to 2023, when everything just went sideways to down mostly. This one has gone up. Right now, the situation is still the same. That's not correct. That's the double top in play here. But again, until proven otherwise, I still think we have the 30 weekly here. So maybe this will just be a tiny bump, and then we probably go higher. And when and if that happens, that's quite huge, actually. Then I think we'll go to the all-time highs. Yeah, the all-time highs really in very quickly. So again, but for now it is double top. We haven't broken it. So you can only be bullish when you get back above that double top scenario. Let's see how low this one will go really. But I think the overall uranium trend sector looks really good. So why shouldn't this follow up here? Lotus Energy. Big red resistance here coming in. I think we will tag it. You can also see that was the squeeze we were looking at, and we're just having some sort of rounding bottom. Lower lows, lower highs here, higher highs and higher lows now. So clearly weekly uptrend. And also we have the 30 weekly coming up, just like the other charts. Also, we have this blue uptrend, as you can see there. So again, nothing wrong with the charts as we speak. That is for sure. Also, our equally weighted ETF, we have closed the gap there. Again, we have broken that bad boy. That's 18 months worth of consolidation, pullback / consolidation, breakout, bull flag, higher again, pretty stretched here. So again, overall healthy. Yes, I sound like a goddamn broken record, but again, I will let you know when I become very bearish on uranium. Hopefully that is not tomorrow. Again, adjusted for the uranium spot price. Again, we are trying to get back in. If we snap there, you can expect some amazing moves in the miners down under. False breakdown, back into the falling wedge, and then back above again. Huge. As you know, when you have a false breakout to the upside or the downside, or you have a bullish or bearish pattern that is not going, let's say you have a bear flag for some reason, and for all of a sudden it just negates the bear flag and goes higher with a false breakdown. That's usually where you get some very steep moves. You know, from false breakout comes big moves in the other direction. So, but again, we haven't broken yet. We want to see that snap above here, getting into 1.1-ish in this ratio. That's when the fun begins. Getting above the 30 weekly and the upper here, you can see we're still fighting, but definitely want to note for here. Yeah, it could happen in the next few weeks, maybe a month or so. But again, let's follow the charts. But again, also all over 30 weekly. I mean, on the weekly chart, the miners are still very healthy. Again, many people are getting tired of it, you know, of nothing happening. But again, if you are getting tired after like 3 weeks worth of nothing, well, I mean, that's up to you, I guess. Guys, that's all. Uranium, I still like it very, very much. So yeah, nothing new on that here. I sound like a broken record for now. Maybe next week I will do the same thing again here. But again, overall, I still think it's very healthy. And the trend is up on the weekly charts. So stage 2 incline, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Just like you guys. Guys, thank you very much. Cheers. Bye.